Hey everybody, Aaron Whitehead here again, excited to be with you. I know it's been a while, but I've got some exciting things coming. Want to announce a partnership I've made with the Tanara Music Learning Platform. More information on that to come. If you're watching this in the weeks and months ahead, you can even click in the description below. I'll have information there and a link to the resource that I'm going to be sharing about and releasing in the next few weeks. So I've been really enjoying playing some jazz standards lately, and there's none other that I love more than Fly Me to the Moon. It's such a great jazz standard, and so I wanted to teach you guys a little bit of how to do it. And it's not that complicated. I'm going to show different layers of complexity. You can pick the one that fits your skill level right now and just build from there. So I've got a picture here of the lead sheet. And let's focus first on looking at the melody line. This is middle C right here. And so the melody line is relatively simple. I always like to look for patterns, okay? So we start up here on this C, an octave above middle C, with our pinky. And we're basically going to go down in 5-note groups like this, okay? So pinky's here, thumb's here, and all the other fingers fall in between. And we're just simply going to walk from the top down to the bottom like this. Okay, so that's Fly Me to the Moon, okay? We walk down, and then we walk up, but when we get to the top, we skip this note, this B, and jump straight to the C. That's the pattern. So it's a walk down, a walk back up, but you skip the second to last note. So it's like this. Okay, and then we slide our whole hand down to the next 5, and we're going to do a similar pattern, but this time we're just going to walk down to the bottom and land at the bottom. Okay, so that's kind of the whole phrase right there. If I put it together, it goes like this. Okay, that's the pattern now that's going to repeat as I slide my fingers down to the next 5. Okay, so now I'm here, start at the top, skip. Now on this one, there's a change in the key a little bit. It throws in a different chord here, and so we're going to, rather than going down these same 5 notes, we're going to actually go down here. Okay, so that's kind of a change in the phrase there at the end of the second part. So that second section there again from this 5-note pattern is like this. Okay, so now let me do both of those parts together all the way through, like this. So that's kind of the end of that phrase, the beginning phrase, and here's where it changes a little bit. Okay, we're going to go from here. All right, so I was on the C, C sharp. Okay, and then so that's the second portion of the phrase. It's a little bit more complicated. There's not really a pattern in there. You're just going to have to familiarize yourself. So we ended the first pattern here, and we go C sharp. Okay, and then we jump down here. All right. That's the second half of the melody, the first part of the melody, and then it repeats. Notice the B section. So that was the A section on the lead sheet. Now here's the B section. Starts the exact same. You are all I long for. Okay, exactly the same. Even goes to the same place here. Here's where there's a little change. We land there, and then we go. Okay, I'll do that part B, the B section again. Okay. All right. So that's the A and the B section. You'll notice in the B section, there's a coda. And so when you play through and you get all the way down to the very end of the song, okay, then when you get to that coda on the E minor, you're going to jump to that last line. Okay. So starts, in other words, please be. Here's the coda. We jump up here. We're on that last line. We jump to the high E. And then that's the very last part of the song. That's when you end the song. That's how you end the song. Okay? So that's the melody line for the right hand. Take a moment, go back, repeat this section, really learn the right hand melody. Okay? Now I'm going to show you the left hand. And I'm going to start just by simply walking through the chords. Okay? And when I say walking through, I'm just going to sing or play the root name of each one, so we can get the transitions and what it's called the harmonic rhythm, the rhythm of the harmony changes. Okay, so we start on A, and you're going to notice a pattern here too. Okay, it's kind of this pattern where I just walk down like this. Okay, but it's 4 beats on each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, that takes me to the end of the second line, and then I jump back up here to the G again. G, C. Now, slight change here. I'm at the end of the third line. I'm going to go E minor, A, only 2 beats on each one of those. And I can even come down here to the low D, and then down on that C, which I'm at the end of towards the end of the fourth line, and then I go B, B. That's the turnaround that takes me back to the B section now, start of it again. D, G, C, F. I'm on the second line of the B section. I keep going. D, G, end of the B section. E, A, D, G, C, and then the 2 turn around. It takes me back to the top. Okay, now I'm repeating the song. I'm going to do a solo, or I'm going to sing, or whatever I'm going to do at that point. So now the trick is going to be putting these together, the 2 hands. So practice that. Go and work through the rhythm of the left hand part. And when you think you're ready, try putting these 2 parts together like this. And you can swing it with the rhythm however you want, okay? Turn around, B section. End of the B section. So that's how that part works. That is the A section, the B section. If you were to go to the ending right there, the coda on the B section, let's see if we go from So I'm on the G7, da, da, da. Hold the A, E, and the A for 4, and then to the G, and that's the ending on the C6. All right, so that is the whole thing in terms of right hand, left hand. You could just practice that part, get that part down. You're going to be excited. That's going to be awesome. When you're ready for the next thing, what you're going to want to do is add the actual chords. Now you can do it in the left hand, or you could do it the chords in the right hand and sing. That's up to you. What I like to do is make it actually a walking bass pattern in the left hand that kind of gives the rhythm of the song. So what you're going to do for that is you're going to actually walk through the notes. So an A minor 7 chord is like this. So I'm going to play one note on each quarter note. So on the A minor 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, G7, C. By the time I get to the second, I'm on C7, okay, and then A, F major 7, B minor flat 5, E7, A minor 7. Sometimes I like to go back to that because the C sharp, you notice it goes from A minor to A7, or you can walk it all the way up, and then D7, G7, C major 7, and then on this E minor, A7, you have to change partway through, so I get the E and the G in there, and then I go A, C sharp, okay, and now I'm back to the D minor 7, G7, C major 7, and then the turnaround, I can go down here, and then that's the B7, B minor 7 down there, E7, the E and the G, and now I'm back to A minor to start the B section, okay? If this is too much for you, just stop, stay with the first two parts, okay? If you feel like you want more, when you've practiced and you're ready for the next thing, here's where you go in the next part, okay? And then when you put them together, it goes like this. Sorry. Went to the wrong part. B section. A6 here, and then B minor on the turnaround, and back to the beginning to the head. Okay, so that's the basic kind of root part of walking the bass line with the melody line in the right hand. Then what you can do if you want to keep going, you want something more than that, if you want to sing along or you want to add some rhythm parts, what you're going to do is you're just going to accent, you can accent parts or you can add other elements of the chord when you get there. So rather than just doing a simple melody line, so I can take parts of the chord. You could play with the melody line. Sorry. You just keep going from there, okay? If you wanted to sing it, I might do something where I'm going to play the chords in the right hand and then sing along like, fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, to Dakota, please be true. In other words, I love you. Or something like that. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Different layers of complexity, from the simple, just single bass line and the melody line, to a walking bass line with some chords, even singing it if you want. So thank you guys so much for checking out my videos, for finding me here on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.